Hi, I'm Matt Mayfield, and this is the Audio Fundamentals course. You've probably seen people wrapping cables like this. Whether you call it over-under, flip coiling like the pros, or just the right way, this method of wrapping is the standard to help extend the lifetime of mic cables, speaker cables, and pretty much any cords used in the studio and on stage. It's fairly simple. One coil goes over, and the next goes under. Keep going until the cable is wrapped, then tie it snugly with a fastener. Now there are some good videos out there that show you how to wrap cables this way, but none that I've found that really show why this is one of the best ways to wrap them. After all, there are some disadvantages to the over-under method. There's the time it takes to learn and practice the method, but probably the most irritating for beginners is if you don't uncoil the cable the same way as it was wrapped, you get a cable full of knots, like this. Notice I'm going through the wrong way here. If I let the cable drop, we get 1, 2, 3. Who knows what this is? If you want to put a bunch of knots in a cable, there aren't very many better ways to do it quickly than this. So why is it worth taking the time to learn how to wrap cables over under? One reason is that on stage, if you uncoil it the right way, the same way as it was wrapped, you can throw the cable across the stage. But more importantly, wrapping cables like this over time will damage them. Here's why. Internally, a microphone cable consists of 3 separate wires, a positive, a negative, and a shield. Not only that, each of those 3 wires consists of many smaller and more delicate wires braided together. Wrapping cables over like this actually twists them per each turn. To make the twist much easier to see, I'll demonstrate it with this roll of paper towels. For the paper towels, there's a lot more surface area, and you can clearly see the flat side of it as opposed to the long edge. So if there are any twists as we roll them up, you'll see it. If we wrap them over, you'll see that it twists around and around. Twisting around those tiny little wires inside the mic cable will eventually strain them to the point of breaking. One alternative to over-under wrapping that I've used is to put cables on a spool or a roll like this. When rolling up the cables like so, just like with an actual roll of paper towels, it does not twist them. There are a few disadvantages to using a spool though. The cords stay curled up for long periods of time, and it's on a last in, first out system so that if you don't always use every cable on the roll, the ones that don't get used are the ones that are curved the tightest and stay there the most. But for the practicality and the portability, I've found that using a garden hose spool from the hardware store is a reasonable compromise. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.